folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Now on first down, Drake again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Luck. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Fights through and now a crease. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And oh, it's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on 12.
Hey, Delta.
Go ahead, go.
Now a first down throw. Lock. It's complete to Drake.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Locke. Stepping up, he'll try. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At their own 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Hundley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go, defense.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
36.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Drake. A nice little juke. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and a yard. Hundley. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Hundley now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing, Hundley. Throw caught here by Bird. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brett Hundley. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the 22, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's got room. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hundley is complete to Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a draw play with Drake. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hundley stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Vikings take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off near the 42.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going to air one it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Watch the whip.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Luck on first down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Andrew Luck with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. In the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jackson. That's caught by Treadwell. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
2nd and 15. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
He'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Touchdown, Vikings! Philip Lindsay, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey! Short. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. 6-man.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go. It's Luck. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Hundley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Here's Lindsey. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down.
At the 14-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a carry for Lindsey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. Throw caught here by Bird. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st and 10, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Wait.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Hundley. He goes underneath to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Hundley. And he rips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Hundley. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now, once again, the Vikings are going to go for 2 here.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he coughed it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
It's brought in by Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Kill. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. 61. Match box. I'm ready.
To throw again. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A big them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.